Ta-da!
Awesome.
We're recording.
Great, guys. So welcome. I'm just going to share my screen. So here we go. Cool.
Awesome. There you go, guys.
Here we go. You want to start?
Perfect. Okay, so this is us. And we're going to start by sharing a little bit about ourselves. For those of you who are on the call who don't know our story and a bit about us, it will give you a chance to kind of, get to know us a little better. So I was actually saying to Kate tonight that she hadn't heard my story, so it's nice to be able to share it with the people that haven't heard it. So before I was in Isagenix, I was working a corporate role. I've been in sales and marketing for about 5 years, and I was a complete sugar junkie. For anybody that knew me, I used to fill my body with a lot of Coca-Cola, a lot of sweets. Like, I loved sugary sweets, and the reason I did that was because I really suffered with energy. My energy levels would really dip in the afternoons, and I struggled to stay awake at my desk when I was at work. So I would turn to the coffee and stuff in the afternoon. And, that became like a real habit for me. And inside of that, I had like a little pot belly that I could never shift at the gym. And no matter how much I tried, no matter how many sit-ups I did. So I was introduced to Isagenix by my dear friend, Adam Nesbitt. And he introduced me 8 months ago now. I've been taking the products consistently since, and just have seen so many shifts in my body, my mind. So just to name but a few, my sleep was the first thing I noticed. Within 5 days of taking the products, my sleep was just out of this world. I was sleeping sound, sleeping how I felt that I always should have been, but never had. And my energy levels, I was, hitting the gym a lot harder. My energy levels were consistent throughout the day. I wasn't experiencing that tiredness in the afternoons anymore. So that was a massive shift for me. Not only that, in terms of my gym workouts, I was able to release 4 kilos and put on 3 of lean muscle. So I actually think it's a little bit more than that now, but the last time I did it, last time I took my weight, it was 3 kilos of lean muscle, which I've never been able to do before, working out and just kind of eating normal food as it is. So it was really great to supplement my diet and see what was achievable for me from a workout point of view, but also, be able to feel in my body how I thought I always should have felt. So that's my story, and that's a little bit about how it's transformed my health.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And a bit about me. So I started my journey 13 months ago. I was introduced by my best mate, Adam, as well. Same as Rach. And before I got into hearing about Isagenix, I was working the 9-to-5 grind in corporate banking. I was good at my job. I was paid well, but I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing. I was often tired. I was often overwhelmed by the workload and quite often stressed out as well. And I had been looking around for something that was going to, satisfy me, but I kind of just got resigned to the fact that maybe I was just going to be working here for the next 40 years of my life, and I should just put up with it. Fortunately, my mate stayed on at me, and he kept going on about Isagenix, and then finally I just said, okay, I'll give it a go. After about 8 or 9 times he followed me up. And so I gave it a go. I went on the products, and I've been using the products now like for 13 months, still use them today. And I feel just so much more energetic. So I used to go to the gym in the mornings, and I would make it, and some of you might be able to relate to this, I would make it about half the time to the gym in the week, and the other half I'd probably just sleep in. Starting on the products, I just had this newfound energy. So I would get up, and I actually ended up adding yoga into my morning routine. So I would go to a yoga session at 6 a.m. in the morning in the city. And then after that, I would go to my gym session for another hour, and I would start work. And I work my 9-to-5, or sometimes 9-to-6, 9-to-7. And then I would be sometimes leading presentations like this and doing work all the way up until the nighttime. But throughout the whole day now, I had energy. I was just a lot more productive because I had that energy now. I was able to get through my days with ease. And now I have the better quality sleep too. I found that it's not necessarily that I get a lot of sleep, but the quality is so much better.
Yeah.
So I love that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So going off the back of what Isaac said, like I don't feel like I need as much sleep anymore. You know, I used to sleep for like 8 or 10 hours. Like I'd get to the weekend, I'd be exhausted and I just want to sleep for ages. And I don't need to do that anymore. You know, anybody that meets me now knows that I'm really energetic all the time. If you've met me before, I was anxious. I was, you know, I just used to be on just on edge all the time. I suffered with anxiety terribly before I changed my diet. And I'm almost certain that, you know, that my diet had a lot to do with how I was feeling. So yeah, and there's a few pictures of us there just kind of living life how we do, you know, day to day now. We really get out there and live it to the fullest. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for being on the call tonight, because it's really great to see all of you on there.
Really awesome.
We're so excited to be sharing this with you. I've been thinking about it all day. So we'll get straight into it.
I just want to top this off just by saying why we do this, why we're on this call with all of you tonight. We are just passionate about changing people's lives, and we really do get the opportunity to do that together, Rach and I. Change people's lives in terms of their health, helping them earn a bit of extra income too. Like people just, the thanks and gratitude that we get from people for helping them out is just, that's priceless. So that's why we take the time to do this, and that's why we love what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, just love it so much.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so the first slide we're going to look at is what if you could think differently? And on this presentation tonight, I want us to all kind of, you know, sit in the space of, you know, tonight we're going to be open, we're going to look at something different, and just in this hour while we're on here together, you know, just kind of take time to really be open and allow us to contribute to you in this hour, all right? And think of this question through the presentation, you know, what if you could think differently? Just that slight difference in your way of viewing the world, how it would have an impact on your life and the lives of the people around you. Because a tiny shift, like 1%, can change like everything. And I'm speaking from experience.
And I just want to say one thing to begin the call with as well is it's really important, like I want to make a couple agreements as well, particularly because this is an online call and we're not watching you, and you're watching our screen, so we can't really see each other. So if you can just, one, agree to be present on the call, so not doing something else, not doing something on your phone, not cooking while you're doing this, just be completely 100% present for the next 15 minutes, and that would just make a huge difference to the value that you'll get out of this call. So that's the first one. And the second one, and I just had to do it because my phone went off, so just put your phone on silent as well so that you can be free of distractions. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
So the next question is this: are you living your ideal life? So I always like to use my example. I was working in corporate banking for 8 years. Like I said, I was good at my job and I actually enjoyed parts of what I did, but I just wasn't fully satisfied with what I was doing. And I know some people can relate to that, like just, you know, going through the motions, maybe you've gotten resigned to what you're doing, and that it's just you've done it for so long and you're in your comfort zone now. That's exactly how I felt. And so ask yourself the question, like in all the areas of your life, not necessarily just career, but also look at your relationships, look at your energy levels, your health, you know, all those different areas of your life that are important to you. Like add that all up and look at that and rate it. Like look at it right now in your head, just rate. Am I living my ideal life? Like on 10. A scale of 10, 10 being that, yes, I'm living the best life I could ever imagine and dream of. And 1 being, no, I'm not living my ideal life at all. Like not at all. And just rate yourself on that scale and just see if you can start looking at maybe those dreams or goals that sometimes some people we've given up on a lot of our dreams and goals that we had. And maybe this is an opportunity for you to start just getting present to what those goals and dreams are again. And if you already are living some of your dreams and living your goals, then awesome. Just see how this could elevate that to another level. And see this as an opportunity, not just for yourself, but also for other people, because this may not necessarily be for you, but it could be for someone else in your life that you could see this would really make a difference to.
100%. Awesome. Okay, so what life have you chosen? I love this slide because before Isagenix, I actually had to convince myself that my career chose me. Like that sales and marketing have become a thing, like an actual person had picked me up and dropped me into that career. Now, what we want to think about on this call is that whatever you're doing in life right now is what you have chosen. So whatever choices you've made have led you to this point where you are right now. The body that you're in, the job that you're doing, the car that you drive, the relationship that you have, all those elements of your life that Isaac talked about, the countries you've seen. I was getting excited because I love travel. All those experiences are through choices that you've made, and some of them, we're quite proud of, and some of them not so much. So some of you will put up your hand and be like, yeah, I'm employed, and that employment status is something that you have chosen. I choose to go to work every day. No one holds a gun to my head and says you have to go to work. And the same with being self-employed or an investor or, social enterprise like Isagenix. So, that's what I just want us to think about, is that we've always got a choice in this life. And that was a really big thing for me to be present to.
Yeah, perfect. And is your head in the sand, or are you facing your own reality? So this is it's a funny slide. At the same time though, it's quite serious. Like for so long, some of us live our lives with our head in the sand, not even realizing it, blind to the fact that our head's buried so deep that we've just gone so numb to it that we don't realize it anymore. So are you that person? If not, awesome. But if you are and you can just kind of sense that it's hard to breathe, then it doesn't really work having your head in the sand. So you really want to start facing your own reality. That's what I had to start doing after 8 years in banking. I looked at, really, am I doing what I'm passionate about? And do I really want to be doing this for another 40 years? Is it really going to fulfill my goals, my dreams? Can I look back in 40 to 50 years time on my life and say, yes, I really did what I was passionate about and I made the biggest difference I could? So ask yourself that question. And if you can imagine yourself in the future looking back and you're saying, no, I couldn't say yes to that question, then possibly your head may still be in the sand, and you want to consider facing your own reality and looking at what is really important to you and what you want to do next.
And also, there'll be a lot of people on the call that love their jobs and, love what they do, love their career. We've got a couple of nurses on the team and they love the contribution that they can make to the world. So, this is by no means, telling you to go quit your job tomorrow, and then don't want loads of messages, people saying, oh, I've just got to quit my job. But yeah, just sharing a bit from our experience, how, we've kind of found ourselves in this journey and how these slides related to our story.
Exactly, yeah.
So this one was always a shocker for me. 96,400 hours is the average hours that we spend at work in our lifetime. Just gonna let you guys get present to that. That's a hell of a lot of hours in your life. And again, like I was saying, if you're doing something you're passionate about and something that you enjoy and you fulfills your goals and dreams, then 96,400 hours is a small portion of your life. However, if it's something that you don't enjoy and that you have to dread going to every day, then it's a lot of hours. And I can speak from experience for both of those. So, that's what we want to think about during this presentation is, are those hours, just like that lady's doing on the screen, kind of pondering, are those hours being spent to the best of, our ability? Because let's face it, those hours you'll never get back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just the same thing, kind of thinking, how are you spending those 96,400 hours? Is it, like I said, doing something you're passionate about?
Cool. So now we're going to get into the nitty gritty. So there's a 4-point criteria we go over in this this call. So the first one is the market trends. So I often ask when this is a physical, in front of a group question, I ask the question, so who knows the top market trends out there? But what I'm just going to tell you, like some of the top market trends that are coming up next. They're all based around the health opportunity that we'll be talking around tonight. So you'll be surprised at some of those top market trends that I'll be talking about. The second,
just touch on, sorry, just to point out what a market trend is, because when I started Isagenix, I didn't know. I didn't know what a market trend, I could have guessed, but it's basically where the world is spending their money. So when we look at what money is going into most things, market trends are the top. We're going to look at the top four, but yeah, where the world is spending the most money is a market trend.
Exactly, thanks.
No worries.
So the second one we'll be going over tonight is the Isagenix solutions. So the Isagenix solutions are all the different areas that we cater for in Isagenix. So we have different solutions for different areas of health, and we'll be going over each one of those tonight in detail. Next one is your world-class partner, being Isagenix itself. So if you think of an opportunity, whether it be for health or for earning a bit of extra income, you really want to be working with a world-class partner, a partner that has gone through a few years. This company's been around for 13 years now. So a company that's really gone through the years and really actually made a mark globally. And you really want those kind of people to work with who have the knowledge and have the know-how.
100%.
And the last one, number 4, your opportunity. So the opportunity that we're providing you with today, we'll be going over lastly.
Awesome.
So first off, number 1, the market trends out there. Yeah. Not sure if all of you knew this or any of you knew this, but the global weight loss market is worth $586.3 billion. And it's gone up to just over $600 billion recently, actually. So the global weight loss market is huge. That's where our biggest, number 1 top market trend is in the world. It's higher than the entertainment industry. It's higher than the gaming industry, than the movie and music industry. It's all those industries, it's higher than, by far. They're all in the 2-figure billion-dollar mark. So a lot of what it says really to me is a lot of people are spending money on losing weight or maintaining or managing weight, but not really getting the effects that they want. So they keep spending money trying to find out the right, solution for them, and just not really finding it. And so therefore either we're getting more globally overweight, or people are just remaining the same and not really, getting their health sorted in terms of their weight.
Yeah. It's a huge number for people to be spending this and it not reducing. So, and we'll touch on that on the next slide, or Isaac will touch on that on the next slide. But, for things to be not getting any better and this number actually increasing is just the gaps getting further and further apart. It's just a telltale sign that the things that are out there at the moment, in terms of, what people are spending their money on, are not really working. So it's nice to see what we can offer in that area.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is another trophy, bronze trophy, that we probably don't want, for those of you who are on the call from New Zealand. So New Zealand is the 3rd fattest nation in the world. Australia is 5th. And today, from the most recent results, I found out that number 2 is America and number 1 is Mexico. So we're not very far behind America at all. In fact, what I read was the average New Zealander, weight is almost the same as the average American person's weight. So it's quite incredible that a lot of people look at us as a clean, green nation and look at us as quite healthy, and they see, the All Blacks, and we look like, we're sporty and generally pretty healthy. But in fact, in terms of obesity and global weight, we're the 3rd fattest, and it's not a really proud bronze trophy to have. And our goal, through the solutions that we provide with Isagenix, is to keep dropping that number down from 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. Definitely, we will do that. With this solution, we will do that. There's no two ways about it. It's just about how we can spread the word faster. I see it as like my duty, living in this country, to have a positive impact on the health, because it is so bad. And, you know, like Isaac was saying, like a really green country New Zealand is, you just have to step out your front door to see, you know, how people are really quite sick. I've got some friends that are doctors, and, you know, diabetes is massively on the increase, massively. So, yeah.
Yeah. And the results of it, it's all due to this fast food restaurants, the way we're eating, our soils are not the same as they used to be. There's a lot of reasons for this. And that's where the solutions come in that Isagenix provides and targets those areas. So also the fitness industry is worth over $75 billion from gyms alone. Just from gyms alone, $75 billion. So I've got a gym membership. Rachel's got a gym membership. Yeah. we do use it, which is awesome. But a lot of us don't. A lot of us out there don't. I was like that at one stage when I used to work out with my brother Patrick. I used it for a bit and stopped. So, you know, what happens is a lot of people start working out thinking they're going to get certain results, and then they don't, because I think it's all about they need to keep fit, you know, working out at the gym, but not necessarily. And so a lot of the money that the gyms get in, they rely on people, you know, trying it out for like maybe 30 days, 60 days, 2-3 months maybe, and then stopping, and then still having their yearly membership. And so, you know, the money's still coming in, but knowing that person's actually stopped. So yeah, a lot of that money, you just want to think about, a lot of that money is actually being poured in, but not really being used, because the people aren't actually turning up to the thing that they paid for, being the gym. So we just want to notice that a lot of that money, we can cater for solutions that can actually make use of that money, so people aren't wasting their money on going to the gym and not getting the results that they want.
Mm-hmm. And also, you know, what we want to think about is, you know, in the UK, this is a massive thing. They give you cheaper gym membership when you first join, and they do it a lot after Christmas when people are looking to lose the weight. Now, what you're putting into your body is you know, exercise is important. What you're putting into your body is a sole reflection of what results you're going to get. So, you know, it's like what you're feeding your body, and then the exercise that you're doing is what outcome you're going to have. The same as what you water a plant with is how it grows. If you water it with, you know, I don't know, weed killer or something, you're not going to see it grow. The same with what we put into our bodies nutrition wise. If it's bad nutrition, then you're just trying to, you know, burn it off at the gym. Your results aren't going to be what you want them to be. So it's really important what we fuel ourselves with.
And I know I felt like that, like I was going nowhere when I was going to the gym before I was doing Isagenix. I had this belly that I couldn't get rid of, and you know, I managed to lose 7.5 kgs and got abs for the first time in my life, and that was all based on doing the same workout regime I've been doing for nearly a year, but I just changed my nutrition to the Isagenix solution. So it's crazy. I had no idea until I found out about this.
Yeah. Cool.
And the global anti-aging products market. So that's going to reach $341 billion by 2018. So we all know the baby boomer market is huge. You know, a lot of babies were born around that time, and they're all around their 65 to 75, 80-year-old bracket now. And they're all looking to look a whole lot younger. So they're buying anti-aging products, you know, healthy aging products. They're looking out there for what skincare they can use. So that whole market there of the baby boomers are covered by the solutions that we provide as well. And it's not just baby boomers, it's young men and women as well. Even us, like, you know, I've even got we've even got our moisturizer that we use. And, you know, so there's the whole market can, you know, you can see reaching $341 billion by 2018. That's just going up and up and up, because people are just getting more conscious of wanting to look more youthful for longer.
Yeah, this is a massive one in the UK, and I used to spend hundreds of pounds on creams for my face, and nothing seemed to do what it said it was meant to do, but I never thought to put it inside my body. So my skin's actually never been this good. And that's a true reflection of what I'm putting in, because I actually don't have a kind of regime, like a beauty regime anymore. I I actually think I'm too busy. So I don't have a beauty regime anymore, but I don't need to, because I'm putting great stuff into my body instead of plastering it on the outside.
Yeah. Awesome. So are you making the most of these trends? Are you really and what you're doing day to day, whether it be in your job or what you do, even as a hobby, or what you're doing at the gym, everywhere you look, are you actually making the most of these trends? So they are the 3 top trends right now in the market. So people are looking to lose a bit of weight or manage their weight. People losing to get more energy, in their life and up their energy levels and have better performance and whatever they're doing. And people looking to look a bit more youthful. So in your life, just take a look. Are you making the most of those trends?
Yeah. We weren't. Not in banking and
definitely
marketing.
Not. No. I wasn't at all. Yeah.
I didn't even know what they were.
In fact, I think I was stressing people out more by giving them more debt, and then that stress led to looking older, and then they had to buy more of these products probably. So awesome. And now Rachel's going to go into the Isagenix solutions.
Yes, I love this bit, because we look at the next bit, which is what solutions Isagenix provides and how these solutions have benefited some of our friends' lives as well. So this bit's always really exciting for me. So we're going to go through weight management, which was the first one we touched on, energy and performance, and then healthy aging. Okay. And we just want to, a quick disclaimer, in terms of the results that you're going to see people have, those, and for whoever were on Damien's call the other night, they will have heard through his story, those are a true reflection of the work that you put in. So Isagenix is not a magical cure. It's food, it's superfood, and it requires a certain amount of dedication and commitment for people to achieve these results. It's not a quick fix. So, people will get incredible results on the Isagenix products, but they've also put in hard work around, what they're putting into their body and, what exercise and things they're doing as well.
And sticking to the program too. And on top of that as well, you just want to know that these products are superfoods. They're not drugs of any sort. They don't cure, they don't prevent, they don't treat or diagnose any illness or disease. They're literally just superfoods. So we're literally just giving our body what we need for it to be able to operate at an optimal level.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So the first one we're going to look at, as I said, is weight management. And this is the weight management President's Pack. So this is the pack that you start on, for anybody who's listening who started on the weight management program. This is the solution that we look at, and this is what you get in your first pack. And you get 100% satisfaction and money back guarantee with the President's Pack. So if you're not happy with the results you get in your first 30 days, you can get your money back, basically. That's how much they guarantee, that this, providing you follow the program, as we said, that it works. So you've got we'll look through some of the products, but you've got your incredible isolene shakes in there, so your meal replacements. You've got your ionics for your stress, your bars that replace your meals, your cleanse to cleanse your body of impurities, product B, which is phenomenal product, and we can send you details more about that if that's something you want to look at. All your multivitamins and vitamins, I think I'm turning into a Kiwi, all your multivitamins, and your chocolate snacks for your cleanse day as well. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about those products, but that's basically what it looks like, what turns up in your big box of, beautiful nutrition when it turns up on your doorstep.
Also, I will touch on one product though, because this particular product is very specific to this pack, and that's the bottom left corner. You can see the long thin tube which says product B on it. So that is an amazing product. The science behind product B won a Nobel Prize. So the research done actually won a Nobel Prize. So it's amazing. And how it works is, you can see on the very front in the circle, there's a picture of the chromosome, the DNA. So on the tips of the chromosomes, there's what are called telomeres. And if you imagine it like a shoelace, the ends of a shoelace, so how your shoelaces can fray over time as you wear them. So the same thing happens with our DNA, our chromosomes. The telomeres on the end, they fray over time. And as telomeres fray, or as they shorten rather, bad things start to happen. And what that means is that the aging process starts kicking in. So wrinkles start to show on our skin, we start to feel a bit older and just look generally older. So what product B does is it actually helps strengthen those telomeres over time. And that's why we call it youthful or healthy aging. So it literally targets at a cellular level your body, your chromosomes and the telomeres to strengthen them, to be able to have you look more youthful, look healthier over time as you get older. So it's really great for anyone of any age, I say. Particularly, I know the baby boomers love this product, the ones who do it, who use it. And I know I love it. As soon as I found out about 4 or 5 months into my journey with Isagenix, I was on it straight away, and I've never stopped since.
Yeah, we always take it.
Yeah, it's always in my order.
And also, all the products are gluten-free, bar 1 or 2, but nothing on this screen is got gluten in it. They're all raw. They're all, completely natural, 100% natural. And for any of you chocolate lovers out there, like myself, like I've always had a sweet tooth, the chocolate, like the isoline bars that you get and the isoline shakes are just like my dessert now. They're incredible.
Yeah.
So, awesome.
Cool. And first up, we've got the Mr. Steve Rangi. So, Steve, if you can take yourself off mute and please share us your amazing story.
Yeah,
around
I'm so excited for this. I've been so excited for this.
Let us know if you have any troubles. I'll see if I can see your face.
There he is. Oh, maybe you just need to unmute him.
Okay. I'll go down and do it.
You can just do it then.
Awesome.
Unmute audio. Can you hear us, Steve?
Now?
Yep.
Yes, there we go.
Cool. So, kia ora koutou. My name's Steve Rangi. My story, I guess, is, as you can see those photos, I was pretty heavy most of my life, and it was quite hard carrying, a big load like that for most of your life. So I needed a change, and that change came about by, my daughter's telling me, Dad, come on, the best thing for you is probably to live your life and live it better. So they introduced me to Isagenix, and as a lot of my friends know me, I've been big on my life. The products, when I first started out, I was sort of, oh yeah, can I do it? Is it me? Will it work? So, I was the skeptic. So my girls finally convinced me to give it a go. I mean, I couldn't lose nothing, I had to give it a go. And then I did, and I tried the products, and it was amazing. I just couldn't believe how, my energy changed, my physique changed most of all. I have a hell of a lot less weight to carry with me now, a lot more energy. I can move a lot easier, and I feel a hell of a lot greater from all the products. Not only the weight loss stuff, but we talked about the product B stuff. So I'm looking a little bit better now, I think. My girls would might up.
You sure do.
But I've got to be thankful for everything that it's done, and for those people who know me know that I wouldn't do this stuff for nothing. And these photos actually show that there's the change. So I'm really happy I've done it. I still want to do some more. It's going to be my lifestyle change. And I questioned at the start, I guess, was what is it worth? What is it worth to me to commit to this? And when I looked at the money when I first started to now, it's how I like it. I'd love to live this way. So that's what it's worth to me, if I could just share that stuff.
Perfect, Steve. Oh, man.
Are we there?
Oh, sorry, you're breaking up a bit.
Yeah. See, am I within my time? Was that it?
The cushion resting.
Can you hear me now?
Perfect. Yeah.
Like,
Cool. Sorry, our internet went out a bit. That was awesome, Steve. Thanks heaps. And Steve, honestly, like the pictures I've seen of you since, from when I met you in the first picture there on the left to now on the right where you're at, 20 kgs down, man, it's crazy to see who you are now and the difference you've made in your family, the example that you've set, and how inspiring that is for any one of us to watch. And I just see you now with your photos at the gym and your videos of you just boxing and smashing it out every time you're at the gym. And it's just something that everyone can aspire to. So thanks heaps for sharing your story.
Thank you so much. It's really moving.
Cool.
Just want to. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at is energy and performance. This was the category I started off in, so yeah, love this category, and love to hear the stories that are shared in it, as all of them. So it's going to be a person that's very close to my heart, and it's Patrick Hayes that's sharing his story this evening, Isaac's brother, about his transformation and how it's changed his life. So we'll just unmute you now, Pat.
Cool.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, we're skipping.
Hey. Awesome, hey. Awesome to be on this call. Hey, thanks for the opportunity and stuff to be a part of it.
I'm going to go back. So before you share, sorry, Pat, because I want you to be able to show your pictures because they look great. Look at them.
Awesome.
Go for it.
Yeah, sure. As you guys may have heard, my name's Patrick, Isaac's brother. Before Isagenix, I was burnt out. I was just overwhelmed and surviving on 10, 15 coffees a day. Copious amounts of Monster energy drink. I used to love that stuff. And just going crazy, trying to get as much energy as I can. I was one of those people that wouldn't wake up till about sort of midday. I'd get to work and I'd be just zoned out. My head's in the clouds for about sort of 3 or 4 hours until I woke up. And just wasn't a really healthy way to live. And I was introduced to Isagenix by my awesome brother Isaac. Yeah, love you, bro. Thanks so much. And been on the products now for 12 months, and as a result, it's amazing. The energy I have. I wake up. I don't just roll out of bed. I just I basically jump out of bed, and the coffees now. I have one. One once in a while. 2 at the most a day these days. And it's to be honest, one of the products I have every morning, Ionix, is just, it's amazing. That basically replaces 3 cups of coffee, for me. That just really gets me going, and I just have such a healthy, more energized and productive life. I don't get that much sleep. I get about 5 or 6 hours sleep, a night. And I'm always able to focus and just be on point at work, with really tight deadlines. So, nutrition is so important, and this is just amazing nutrition. This is awesome superfood. So, I believe that everybody deserves to feel like this, to have a healthy, productive, and be, focused and energized every day.
Awesome. True reflection of that.
Oh, the pictures are so good. One of my friends, I posted my brother's pictures up on Facebook today, and one of my friends goes, "Oh, is he a model now?" So
model Pat.
And I just want to say one thing to you, Pat, and that's just I'm just like I said in that post I did today. I'm just so proud, so grateful to have you as my older brother, and for me to offer you this opportunity to make this difference. Sorry, can you guys hear us again? Cut out a bit there. So
yeah.
Cool. I'll start a bit again. So I was just saying I'm proud, I'm grateful for you, and just the difference that you've made in my life. I'm just so grateful that I could be able to offer this gift to you and make this difference to you physically, mentally. I know physically, mentally, and emotionally, this made a huge difference for you. So I'm just so glad that I could offer you the same gift that you gave to me, because I know, having single mom, you were the dad growing up. When I was growing up. So
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. It's awesome. The biggest gift you can ever give anyone is health. So thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
Yeah, cool, dude. Yeah, thanks so much.
No worries. So if you can just put yourself back on mute. I'll go back a couple slides, just because I've got these two here. So the Energy and Performance Pack. So this is the Energy and Performance Pro Pack. And the difference in these packs, the President's Pack itself actually comes with what's called the Isagenix Pro Shake. You can't see it in this particular picture, but the Isagenix Pro comes in either canisters or you can get them in these small packets, which are nice and convenient. And they're for the people that are the gym goers, the sports people, the athletes, the people who have physical jobs. We always recommend energy and performance for them if they're looking for, just building up the energy, is not too concerned with where their weight's at. It's at a decent level and they want to have more energy and better performance.
Awesome.
So yeah, those shakes are amazing. They have 36 grams of undernatured raw whey protein. And it's all the protein that's in these shakes comes from New Zealand grass-fed cows. So that's the coolest thing. It comes from our own country here in New Zealand. And we get to get the best of the best in all these products.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back one. A couple of people who use these products as well in terms of the athletes and the sports people. So Natalie Cook, you can see there in the middle holding the medals up. She's a 5-time Olympic gold medalist and for beach volleyball. So she uses Isagenix, and so does Tony Attridge, Jana Pittman, all these people you see in this photo, Rico Guerra as well. They all use Isagenix. That none of them are paid to endorse the products. So they literally take them just like we do. They buy the products themselves. They don't get paid by the company. So that just talks a lot about the integrity of the company itself too.
Definitely.
And for healthy aging, we now have my mum, Esther Hayes. So Mum, if you can unmute yourself, and she's going to share her healthy aging story.
Hi everyone. So my name is Esther Hayes, and I'm 61 years of age. Well, next month, so I'm saying I'm 61 now, it's next month. So before Isagenix, I was overwhelmed, anxious, and I was quite often tired. And who introduced me to Isagenix was my son's Isaac, his best friend Adam. And I've been on the products now energetic, and I'm really busy, and so so I just now believe that everyone deserves to have a healthier. On mute.
I think they've frozen.
They're frozen. Oh, okay.
We're back now. Sorry, Mum. If you can just briefly share your story again, I think did people get it? We didn't.
Yeah, we got it, bro.
You got it? Okay, no, that's perfect. If you guys got it, that's all that matters. Cheers, man.
Thanks, Calvin.
Awesome.
Cool. Thanks, heaps, Mum, for sharing.
Perfect. Just work on the slides.
Perfect. So the shakes themselves, they have all the ingredients in it. They don't literally put steak and and capsicum and all these different things in the shakes, but the ingredients, the vitamins, the minerals, all the nutrients that are in each of these items or these foods are in the shake, and in a real tasty chocolate or French vanilla or strawberry cream form. Mm-hmm. So that's the amazing thing. You get all these nutrients, the best meal replacement shake that you can get, that tastes good and that you can just take with you anywhere and have as a full meal replacement anytime. Yeah,
like we're short on time, but I could literally talk about this product forever because I absolutely love the shakes. But it contains things like selenium. Our soil does not have any selenium in it anymore, so you're not getting selenium in your foods. I'm constantly told about people's iron levels, like people being really kind of anemic and things, and there's a certain amount of iron in the Isagenix shakes. So they're amazing. They're easy to digest because they're in a powder form, and I just absolutely love them. When I'm hungry and I'm on the go, I just have one after the gym, have one before bed for breakfast. I just love them. So they're amazing.
Cool.
Awesome.
And the next slide, your world-class partnership. So
hey guys, just sorry.
Yep.
Can you see the slides?
Jason's on down, so we can see the slides at the moment.
You can't see them.
Awesome. I'll share the screen again. Thanks, Cal.
Yeah, so it is.
It would be good to see what we can see.
Yeah. So what we were just showing you earlier was the screen right here. I thought that. So yeah, we were just showing you all these ingredients are in this shake in a nice tasty form. All those ingredients there. Cool. And now we're talking about your world-class partnership. So our mission is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And the three people you can see on your left are Jim Coover, Kathy Coover, and Eric Coover. So Jim and Kathy are the co-founders of the company, and Eric is their son, who's the global field development executive. So they all work together to be able to give this mission and this statement to the people who are the most important, who are us, who are all the people who share it with other people to help them out. Because this is network marketing, if you didn't know. And so these two people, Jim and Kathy Coover, have made the biggest difference in terms of network marketing and how they've been able to distribute this through people, just helping people and sharing these products.
100%. They're incredible. Cool. Okay, so when we're looking at our partners and the kind of growth and, you know, the things that they have been recognized for, you always want to look at, you know, how stable the company is, like Isaac said at the beginning, whether they've been around for a little bit of time, and, you know, what kind of experience they've got and how they're doing in terms of, you know, awards and things like that. So I'm going to just read a couple because, you know, we don't want to kind of go through all of them, but they've had over a decade of financial growth and stability. So they're still growing in the country they started in, which is the States, which is a massive thing. They've been going for 13 years now, so they're really stable in the environment of direct sales. And, you know, when we look at Isagenix, they take their time to release into countries. So they're quite new in New Zealand, you know, yet to go into the UK, which obviously I'm super excited about. And, you know, they really kind of plant themselves solidly in a country before they start moving on to the next one. So that's something that you want to look at. It's more than that, isn't it? 2 billion in cumulative sales. That's a big one. You want to look at like steady growth and, you know, companies that are making over $1 billion as well. And ranked 36 in globally direct sales news. So
ranked number 27 now, actually, in globally direct sales.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit out of date. So yeah, so you know they're getting lots of awards, and you're seeing growth in the company, which is really important to align yourselves with a company that are doing that.
Yeah. And your science. So John Anderson, he's the Isagenix founder and master formulator. So he's the person behind these products. So John Anderson's had over 40 years of experience creating formulas. To be a master formulator, you have to have created at least 7 formulas. And how much is it that John Anderson's actually created? He's created over 2,500 formulas he's created. So he's a real master formulator. He's created products for all sorts of different pharmaceuticals. He decided to use network marketing because he didn't want the ingredients, the quality of his products to be degraded, because pharmaceuticals can often degrade the quality or put fillers in just to put a shelf price on the products. And John Anderson wasn't happy with that. So he chose to work with Jim and Kathy Coover to make this available to people at the best quality that it could be made at. Yeah,
so we're literally getting the best of the best. And it's not being, you know, compromised to get more of a margin when you're buying it from a shop. That's the beauty of it. That's why we're so lucky. You know, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that John Anderson, this is the first company that he's ever put his name to. He wouldn't be recognised at any of the others. So that, to me, speaks volumes.
Yeah. And Dr. Michael Colgan is a New Zealander, which is cool again. New Zealand running the show. So leading biochemist and physiologist nutritionist. He is, pretty much to put it simply, John Anderson is the mineral man, knows all the vitamins and mineral stuff behind everything. And Dr. Michael Colgan is the protein man. So he is the guy who's worked with John Anderson closely to design this type of protein, to create a protein that's effective. He's worked with a lot of athletes, so the sports and energy performance side is really effective because Michael Golgan's been behind these products. So you know that you're working with two amazing guys in terms of the science, and the team of scientists behind this is over 43 of them now, and like they just are incredible. They have so much passion for creating the best products available on the market that you just know that you're getting the best of the most natural and organic stuff.
Awesome. Perfect. So a real global opportunity, and we talked about some of the countries before, but they're in 13 countries and counting, Australia, Canada, Asia, America. So if you've got friends in other countries, it really is a domino effect on a global basis. This is why I know, Isaac and I and the people that we have with us will impact world health with this vehicle, because it's a global company, and it's only going to keep expanding. Plans to go into Europe over the next year or so, which is really exciting. They massively need this there. So, yeah.
Awesome. And large international expansion plans, just to say that again, Rach said UK. So eventually it will get into the UK and further through Europe. And just from there, we're just going to be able to make the biggest difference globally. And so how they said the largest health and wellness company in the world is part of the mission statement, it's just so true. It's just a matter of time before the whole globe knows about Isagenix and the difference that it's making in people's lives and results it's creating, as you've heard earlier.
Yeah. And to think that we're in the first 13, that is like such an amazing thing. We're so lucky because, we got in like no, and imagine what it's going to be like when the company's in 25 countries or 50 countries. So, it's just only going to get bigger and bigger, and we got in like at the beginning of that. So I think that that's something to be aware of. I can't wait till these products are in the UK so my parents can take them. That's the other thing I wanted to mention, because they're phenomenal.
Yeah. And the cool thing at Isagenix is the products themselves are available exclusively from an Isagenix associate. So that would be, for instance, Calvin or Steve or my brother Patrick or my mum Esther or Rachel or I. So it's any one of us who are already taking the Isagenix products. So you just need to ask us, and then we can help you get started on whatever would work for you if you were to choose to take these products and give them a go. So that's a cool thing. It's not available anywhere else. It's not available in retail stores. It's not available in pharmacies. And that's the amazing thing. The price of the products, they're able to keep them down because they don't have to spend so much on advertising or marketing or any of that kind of stuff, because we just share it via word of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And 4, your opportunity.
Okay, so we are basically, offering you the opportunity to become an Isagenix associate. When I first started, I actually didn't know, really what that meant. I just kind of was giving it a go. I was one of those people that kind of would try anything out. I didn't really need much persuading. I was just like, yeah, whatever, sounds kind of cool. So, and, with that comes the opportunity to be able to change people's lives. And that's something I'm really present to now. But initially, everybody starts off as an associate. So whether you've done 20 years in network marketing, whether you've owned 10 businesses previous to this, you'll start at the same as an Isagenix associate. And that's what I love about it.
Yeah, that's great. So what Isagenix does, all of these things here, I won't go over all of them. I will point out a couple. So it's really awesome that Isagenix facilitates all payments and postaging and packaging. So that's really cool. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's literally groceries getting shipped to your doorstep. So your food for the next 30 days, 2/3 of it at least anyway, is getting shipped to your doorstep, and you just pick it up and you open the box and you follow the program and you take all your meals in that pack.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing, and it facilitates so many other things that you can see there.
Definitely. One I want to mention for the people that came on Saturday, events and support. The events, like that was like a grain of sand in like a frigging beach compared to, I love that analogy, I just made that up on the spot, but compared to what we experience at events, the events are incredible that the corporate put on. They put on an annual celebration in Brisbane every year, which I went to, which is going to be 10,000 people in March. It's just phenomenal. And, Angus Love, who you see on the screen there, he's the general manager for Australia and New Zealand. Like, the guy was, his name's Love, but the biggest heart, and he was sat behind us at the event recently. So yeah, just the events and the support that you receive inside the Isagenix community are just next level that I've ever experienced.
It's the first thing that got me into this, the fact that the culture and the team support and the people were just amazing people who just loved and were so generous and wanted to help people.
Yeah.
So this is what you do. All you need to do is you try the products out, you get the 30-day money-back, satisfaction money-back guarantee, and you get to see if this works for you over the next 30 days, and you commit to what results or goals that you want to achieve. And if you achieve them, awesome. You use the products, and then most people, I find, like to start sharing the products because they get such amazing results. And often people see them that they can't help but have to share the products. People are asking, how did you lose that weight? Or why is it that you're now waking up at 6 a.m. when you couldn't even wake up at like 8 or 9 a.m. before? So, you share the products and you repeat that. Use the products, share the products, repeat.
Yeah.
And that's literally all you do. And wherever you're at, if you just want to try the products and use them and see how it goes, that's awesome. You go for it. And if you think that you'd love to share the products too and just help some other people in your life, then do that too. So it's wherever you're at and whatever you want to do with this.
Yeah. And also, I can't shut up about this. Like, if anybody's met me, I just know how much it's benefited my life, so I want to tell everyone about it. So, but it never gets any more complicated than what you see on the screen there.
No, it doesn't. At no point. And you get a reminder on your calendar. So you start locally and you build globally.
Yeah.
So that's all you do. You start, in terms of the opportunity for making income, you start locally and you share with your friends, your family, the people you know on Facebook, and then eventually you can build a global team in Australia and elsewhere in Asia and America, Mexico, Canada, all those places Isagenix is currently in and will be in. And your support?
Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into this, guys, because we're short on time, but basically there's heaps of support that I've already talked about in terms of your back office, your team, so many websites that Isagenix offer, isagenixproduct.com, isamovie, isagenixhealth.net, to name but a few, and those just offer a world of information and support and places for us to refer you to. And if you want to look at any of those things, flick me a message after this and I'll send some of them through to you.
Awesome. As I said, your team is the most important part, I always say, because you just have a backing of people who just want you to win, want you to achieve your goals, want you to be the healthiest and best version of yourself. So that's the kind of people you have behind you as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And we always come back to this slide, 96,400 hours spent at work, just because we like people to really get presence of what's going on in their life. And are they really spending those 96,400 hours wisely? Are they doing what they really love doing and what they're passionate about? Because if you're not, I'm really committed that you do. That you do something that you're passionate about with your life, and just consider how much time you're giving to something that is can be draining you, can be physically and mentally straining. So yeah, just consider that and keep mindful of that too.
Okay, so success doesn't come to you, you go to it. This is like a huge, huge quote for me, because I always thought that success was something you were, born into, that you were, you had successful parents and then you became successful, and it was kind of one of those things that you had to be taught from a very young age. And in Isagenix, I've become to realize that any of us, any one of you on this screen, anybody you meet down the street, has just as much chance of being successful as anybody else that was born into any family on the globe, because we're all the same. So just remember that.
And the success is, if you're looking at the products and you have goals that you have been wanting to achieve for a long time, then just consider this is the time for you to really go to that success. Sometimes we can be just waiting for it to come to us. I know I was like that. So you got to go to it, just like Rach said. And how you start. So we're going to go through this super fast. I know it's 8:30 now, and I appreciate your guys' time. So as you know, 100% satisfaction and money back guarantee, you start off on the presents pack, all the products that we spoke of that you can see in this picture here. You start that. And then after you've taken the presents pack for your first 30 days, you look at what your ideal monthly maintenance will be after that. And that would just be whatever products works for you. Depending on your health goals, you may want to either go on the energy performance pack, you may want to stay on a weight management pack. So you just look at with the person that introduced you to this, you look at it with them and see what your ideal monthly maintenance is.
Yeah, and work together.
Yeah.
Perfect. And what I'm going to do is say that this is basically how you get paid through Isagenix, so how you get your products paid for, how you share with friends. And if you want to know about this particular, is what you can see on the screen right now, I can send you a short video on Facebook that explains it. Most of you, I think, have already seen it. But yeah, just again, flick me a message and I can send it through to you. But it's called U plus 2 then plus 2. And that's how you get your products paid for through Isagenix. All right. So thank you very much, guys.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. So thanks heaps for being on the call. We have another call, as you can see there, next week. So we'll give you a bit more notice for this one. It's on Thursday next week, Thursday night, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. So if you want to be on that call, awesome. Bring whoever you have, like if you're an associate already, bring more people onto the call. We're so happy to be able to share this opportunity with them so they can learn a bit more about it, about the products, and connect to whatever may interest them in terms of what Isagenix provides and the solutions. So, yeah, it's just been great having all of you on the call tonight, and we can't wait to do next week's one.
Yeah, and just thanks for bearing with us. This is the first one we've done, and we just want to say thank you to you guys for being so awesome and being on the call and giving up your time tonight, because it's so valuable. Like, our evenings are important to us. So of all the things you could be doing, you're here with us. So thanks very much, and we can't wait to see you again next week.
And a special thanks too to those people who shared tonight. So Steve, thanks heaps. My brother and my mum as well, Patrick and Esther. You guys are awesome, and I know it was quite last minute for you guys, and you just stepped up and shared your story. So I know that would have made a big difference for people who are on the call tonight, just hearing about Isagenix for the first time. So thanks, everyone. That's the end of the call, and we'll hopefully see you next week.
Yeah.